Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm just sitting here chilling with my friend Joker. But now that we have finished with Novaria, I mean, I could go talk to everybody, see if there's anything new to say, but I won't. Instead, let's check out this Cerberus group. Voyager cluster, Yankee system, Bintu. All right. There we go. And Yankee. Pretty sure it looks like that. No, not anymore. It looked like that outside my window earlier. Can't say I'm a particular fan of snow. Ren Shadow is a close-orbiting hot Jupiter with traces of sulfur in its hydrogen-helium atmosphere. I'm guessing there's supposed to be an in. The disruptive gravity well of the gas giant prevented any planets from forming nearby. Alrumter is a small, rocky terrestrial planet with a trace atmosphere of nitrogen and krypton. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of light metals with deposit areas of frozen ammonia. You detected a weak signal coming from the far side of the planet Alrumter. Joker brought the Normandy around, and your salvage team picked up a small escape pod trapped in orbit. There was a long dead Turian inside, along with a few personal items and a Prothean data disk. I think that puts me halfway through that collection. Draeger is a small, barren rock world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The surface is frigid and mainly composed of silicates with deposits of magnesium, aluminum, and other light metals. Draeger has a weak magnetic field, making it unsuitable for drive-discharge operations. It's also got some beryllium. Panagiri has a thin atmosphere composed of neon and chlorine. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of silica with deposits of copper. During the long cold night, the chlorine in the atmosphere falls to the ground in the form of frost. And it's got thorium. And Binthu has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide, with a permanent haze of toxic chlorine and clouds of sulfur dioxide that periodically drop torrents of acidic rain on the surface. Its crust is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of calcium. Like most worlds in the Voyager cluster, Binthu has only been charted within the last 20 years by Alliance surveyors. It has no known native ecology. Data about the world is surprisingly brief and generic, painting a picture of an unpleasant and uninteresting place. Alright, so let's head down. And let's see, who would make sense. Cerberus is supposed to be an Alliance Black Ops gone wrong. So Ashley makes sense for that. And yeah, let's go Garrus. As usual, it really makes no difference. just be me, but it almost looks like there's grass on this planet. Like, it looks like it's grass that I'm driving on here.
En route.
Palladium. Yeah, I just pretty much brute forced that one. Been a couple levels since I used Ash, apparently. And Garrus. Why not? Oh, whoops, I came in here to check the map. Research facility right there. Alright. I don't know. It seems weird to me that a research facility would have rockets on it. Rocket launchers. What are they researching? Is this where they conduct the research on alien technology, like Area 51? Okay, that was a bad joke. And those things should look familiar.
Over there!
Looks like Cerberus has other bases on this world, Commander.
You've eliminated the threat at this facility. Continue to one of the other nearby labs. So yeah, Rachni. That's why you want to save this.
Down.
That's why you want to save this for after Novaria. Is just so that, you know. You know what you're fighting, type of thing. Raises some questions about how Cerberus got their hands on those Rachni. Apparently it wasn't just Saren who had ties to Exogeny, I guess. And probably a pretty safe guess what Cerberus was trying to do with the Arachnide. Probably, presumably the same thing that Exogeny was trying to do. Was it Exogeny? Binary Helix. Not Exogeny, Binary Helix. They were the people on Bulgaria. Yeah. Safe assumption, Cerberus is probably trying to figure out how to make them into make the Arachnite into weapons. Same as Binary Helix. And it didn't turn out very well for Binary Helix. And there's some Thorian Creepers. Yeah, maybe just run away, guy. You really should have just surrendered. There was no sign of Kahoku among the creeper corpses. He must be at one of the other labs in the area.
I wonder what monstrosity Cerberus has been cooking up at the next base.
I think we're good, Shepard.
Now, let's see. So far we fought Reapers. Or, not Reapers. So far we've fought Arachni and Thorians. Thorian Creepers. So the next one, presumably, Husks would make for the... I figure Husks would make for the hat trick. The complete set. A lot of goodies on this planet. Or in this room, anyway. It's a lot of armor that I've picked up. And I'm pretty sure none of it is particularly useful. Let's take a quick look. Garbage. Garbage compared to what I've got. I know what she's got. I like the Colossus armor. I like the black and red. No, very much garbage compared to what he's got. Yeah, nothing useful in there at all. Just need to find some Colossus armor for Shepard. Some light Colossus armor. Who knows when that'll be. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can get some, oh yeah, no I can. I can get some Colossus armor through Pinnacle Station. Not that I'm looking forward to that one. Ugh. Yeah. I almost did a complete flip. Nice.
Heading out.
Some uranium. What? That's a lie. I didn't get hit there. Why you lying to me, game? Why you lying like that? Hey, another pyramid.
Heading to position.
Yeah, another of these little pyramids. Prothean pyramid. There are a few children's toys and some ragged clothes stuffed inside the top of this monument, along with a Prothean data disk. Well, that suddenly just made it really sad. Children's toys. I don't know, there's something about that is just like really, really sad. Definitely serves to humanize the, so to speak, the Protheans. You know, like, as it was, they were just sort of this abstract thing, but then you realize, oh wait, no, they gave their kids toys. They were people. Alright, so what do you got here? Big arachni.
I will destroy you! Lock
Shutting them down.
shields down. Good to go.
Sniper got me good. You there. Okay. looks like everything.
That much. Area secured.
Aw. You check for a pulse, but find none. Admiral Kahoku is dead. Despite the ferocity of the creatures he was sealed in with, there are no signs of trauma on his corpse. The needle marks in his arm suggest a different means of execution.
It's Admiral Kahoku.
Cerberus must have tracked him down.
Yep. Cerberus tracked him down. Unfortunately for them, I tracked them down. And I'm not done with them yet. Level 26. Huh, wonder if I will hit level 30. I've still got a good few missions to go. Got a decent number of side quests and all that. Alright. Yeah, looks like Cerberus wasn't able to get their hands on any, what's it? Husk. For the record, I actually knew it was, bigger... I actually knew it was Arachnite soldiers in the third base. I was just, you know, trying to throw you all off. Fake speculation. It is fake speculation type of stuff that I'm doing in this game. Yeah, I guess they couldn't get their hands on any husks. Or Geth. Come on. Jeez. Alright, so we took down their operations on this planet. Oh, damn. Almost done with the valuable minerals. Oh! Only one Prothean artifact left? Ah, yes, it's the League medallions that are taking a while. Cerberus is conducting illegal genetic research in an effort to create an unstoppable army. You found Kahoku dead in one of their bases. Now you are the only one who can stop them. Columbia. Yeah, these, the systems in the Voyager cluster here are, of course, all named for famous rivers. The Yangtze, the Amazon, and the Columbia River. Some of these systems have sort of naming themes like that. Alright. Voyager. is a hothouse terrestrial world with a dense atmosphere of nitrogen and sulfur dioxide. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of gold. The core of Clogia is very hot and tectonically active. Volcanic eruptions are common, and outgassing continues to add to the density of the atmosphere. The largest active volcano has a caldera nearly 100 kilometers in diameter. It's a big volcano. And its basalt floods have covered an area roughly the size of the Earth continent of Australia. Well, that's a big volcano. Antiheater is an unusually large ice world with a core of silicate rock and light metals, and a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The crust is mainly composed of water ice. Antiheater's ice sheets show obvious signs of large-scale fracture and refreezing, centered on a massive crater near the South Pole. A recent extranet meme suggests that a Prothean ship crashed through the crust of the planet before the collapse of their empire, and might still be recovered from the planetary core. This is purportedly the source of the planet's unusually high mass. Careful mapping of Antiheater's gravity field by orbiting satellites have proved that the planetary core is entirely normal. Sumerian. Gromar is a rocky terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The frozen surface is mainly composed of copper with deposits of calcium. Prior to the Alliance's expansion into the Voyager cluster, Gromar hosted one half of a Turian interferometric telescope relay. Connected with a similar telescope in the Attican Beta cluster by an expensive chain of FDL convoys, the two functioned as a single virtual lens with an effective aperture equal to the thousands of light years between them. The Turians used this to chart the terminus systems with great accuracy. Neat! Scans of the planet Gromar revealed a derelict space station in late stages of orbital decay. A small REIT team was able to recover some items of interest, among them a League of One medallion. Nothing in either asteroid belt. Disappointing. Nepheron is a barren volcanic terrestrial world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of sodium with deposits of magnesium. Aside from displays of geological beauty, including many spectacular volcanoes, this barren world is of little interest. Entries relating to Nepheron in the astronomical database are sparse. Sounds like a good place to hide out then. Yeah, for just a second when I was sitting on the ground, I was like, is that ice gonna hold? That'd be funny. Get dropped in the Mako and immediately fall right into a big frozen lake. And yeah, we've got another awful planet, unfortunately. Alright guys, do you feel safer like that? That's going to be the easiest way down here. Just down here, alright. Yeah, this planet is really, really awful to drive around. It's a lot of mountains, and a lot of very steep mountains, and they've got that type of rock that you don't get any, that the Mako doesn't get any purchase on. So yeah. Yeah, it's just terrible. You have to do any sort of climbing, which looks like I'm gonna have to do here. You cannot imagine how bad the Mako was before, without the those rear thrusters. Just absolutely impossible to climb some mountains. This Cerberus soldier had an identification tag for Captain Varsinth, one of the Solarian soldiers responsible for capturing the League of One. It's unclear how he came into possession of this relic. That's a Solarian. I mean, I suppose technically, yeah, you don't really know this yet, but Cerberus doesn't really hire Solarians or other aliens. They're very much a human organization. Yeah, that's clearly just them. That was clearly just type up. Oh, I'm gonna get them out. Thought you could hide from me. All right. Come on out so I can start killing y'all.
Finally, some action. Ah!
God. That's a surprisingly tough fight. All those snipers, they can... You can see how fast the snipers can hurt you. Yeah, shields down and health almost gone in one hit. They are... They are way more threatening than they seem. Honestly, probably the most dangerous enemies you'll encounter. Short of the like the Geth Primes, like fighting one of those on foot is, you know, maybe more dangerous, but in terms of just sort of regular foot soldiers, yeah, snipers are probably about as probably the most dangerous. A lot of goodies here. Yeah, that is a lot of goodies. Which I won't really bother with just now. I'll get to it, I'll mess with it all off screen. You cautiously press a few buttons, and an alarm chimes. The optical database is flashing itself. Quickly, you copy as many files as you can to your hard suit's internal computer. Its memory wiped, the computer shuts down. The files are sure to be encrypted, but you've got time to crack them. Or, you know, the Alliance does. Don't think I'll be decrypting them myself. I'm just I'm a soldier. I shoot things until they stop moving. Or, you know, whip them around with my biotics. Either way works. The point is, I'm not a tech person. Bump. Crash probe, alright. Better explosive upgrade. Just what I needed. Alright, there are a couple more things to find. I will meet you at the next element. Just a moment. Alright, so here's some beryllium. And there's actually something else to get, so I will meet you somewhere else. Right, so this doesn't look at all suspicious, eh? Can't really make it up from here, but that is a shack over there. So let's go see what's in the shack, huh? I'm sure there's no danger here whatsoever. This looks like a totally safe place. Oh yeah. I was pretty sure it couldn't chase me up there, but for just a second there, I was like, Mako's not easy to aim while driving the Mako. Hey. I keep chasing these sucker. Alright. One last round. Come on. Come on, you big sucker. You think I'm scared of you? I'm not scared of you. Oh, come on. Really? There you go. Trying to scare me. You don't scare me, buddy. I've taken down too many of your family for you to intimidate me anymore. That said, your family was very scary initially, so...
Transmission coming in, Commander. I think you're gonna want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
Who are you, and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Ooh.
You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kahoku ending up dead?
We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession.
You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them?
Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you.
That's rather interesting. Cerberus is apparently able to keep itself off, keep any leaks from the Shadow Broker. Curious.
These are classified Alliance files. I'm not handing them over to you.
Be reasonable, Commander. Cerberus was operating outside Alliance jurisdiction. You don't owe them any loyalty.
Fair.
The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive. No secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
What are you gonna do with this information?
Information is a commodity. It can be bought, sold, or traded. Why my employer desires this information is not my concern. I am only the buyer.
It's a tough call. Yeah, because why would I want to protect Cerberus? I don't. Cerberus is evil. Clearly. But do I trust the Shadow Broker? Or rather, do I trust whoever ends up buying the information from the Shadow Broker more accurately? On the other hand, having a good relationship with the Shadow Broker could be useful. Yeah, it's never know when I might need some information. I'll do it.
I'll transmit the files.
I knew you were a reasonable woman, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
That's what I was counting on. Alright, let's do this one next, but how about some Codex entries first? Got a couple new ones here. Solarians are noted for their high-speed metabolism, which allows them to function on just 1 hour of sleep a day. Their minds and bodies work faster than most sapient races, making them seem restless or hyperactive. The drawback of this active metabolism is a short lifespan of around 40 human years. The Solarians are amphibian haplodiploid egg layers. Unfertilized eggs produce males, and fertilized eggs produce females. Once a year, a Solarian female will lay a clutch of dozens of eggs. Social rules prevent all but a fraction from being fertilized. As a result, 90% of the species is male. Solarians have photographic memories and rarely forget a fact. They also possess a form of psychological imprinting, tending to defer to those they knew in their youth. Solarian hatching is a solemn ritual in which the clan Dalatras, matriarch, isolates herself with the eggs. The young Solarians psychologically imprint on her and tend to defer to her wishes. During the hatching of daughters, the dilatraces of the mother and father's clans are present at the imprinting. This ensures the offspring have equal loyalty to both, ensuring the desired dynastic and political unity. Interesting. They, So, it's all politics for them, I guess. Right, wasn't ready to do that one yet. Planetary assaults are complicated if the target is a habitable garden world. The attackers cannot approach the defenders straight on. The Citadel conventions prohibit the use of large kinetic impactors against habitable worlds. In a straight-on attack, any misses plow into the planet behind the defending fleet. If the defenders position themselves between the attackers and the planet, they can fire at will, while the attacker risks hitting the planet. Successful assaults on garden worlds hinge upon up-to-date intelligence. Attackers need to determine where the enemy's defenses are, so they may approach from an angle that allows them to fire with no danger of collateral damage. Note this is not necessary for hostile worlds. Once control of orbit has been lost, defensive garrisons disperse into the wilderness. An enemy with orbital superiority can bombard surface forces with impunity. The best option for defenders is to hide and collect reconnaissance in anticipation of relief forces. Given the size of the planet, it is impractical to garrison entire conquered worlds. Fortunately, colonization efforts tend to focus on building up a dozen or fewer areas. Ground forces occupy the spaceports, industrial facilities, and major population centers. The wilderness is patrolled by unmanned aerial vehicles and satellite reconnaissance. If a defender unit is spotted, air mobile, rapid deployment units, and satellite artillery are used to pin them down and destroy them. Not ready to do the quarries just yet because there's a lot. Traditional Krogan tactics were built on attritional mass unit warfare. Equipped with cheap, rugged gear, troop formations were powerful but inflexible. Command and control was very centralized. Soldiers in the field who saw a target contacted their commanders behind the lines to arrange fire support. Since the Genophage, the Krogan can no longer afford the casualties of the old Horde attacks. The Battlemasters are a match for any 10 soldiers of another species. To a Battlemaster, killing is a science. They focus on developing a clean, brute force economy of motion that exploits their brutal strength to incapacitate enemies with a swift single blow of overwhelming power. This change of focus from mass unit warfare to maximum efficiency has increased employment demand in the fields of security and muscle for hire. Due to the unsavory reputation of the Krogan, most of these jobs are on the far side of the law. Battlemasters are not spit and polish, but they do believe in being well armed and equipped, preferably with a gun for each limb. They are callous and brutal, but methodical and disciplined. They use any means at their disposal to achieve their goals, no matter how reprehensible. Hostage-taking and genocide are acceptable means to ensure a quiet occupation with few Krogan casualties. The Krogan serving with Saren's forces appear to be returning to the old style of mass attritional combat. They also work in close cooperation with supporting Geth units, who fill the roles occupied by combat drones and other armies. Biotics are rare among the Krogan. Those that exist are viewed with suspicion and fear. The Krogan see this aura of fear as a useful quality for an officer, and often promote them. Combat drones and other high-tech equipment are likewise in short supply.
Faster than light drop. The Normandy is a...
Let's see. Yes, I don't think I did do the disruptor torpedoes. Disruptor torpedoes are powered projectiles with warheads that create random and unstable mass effect fields when triggered. These fields warp space-time in a localized area. The rapid, asymmetrical mass changes cause the target to rip itself apart. In flight, torpedoes use a mass-increasing field, making them too massive for enemy kinetic barriers to repulse. This extra mass gives torpedoes very sluggish acceleration, making them easy prey for defensive Guardian weapons. So, torpedoes have to be launched at very close range. Torpedoes are the main anti-ship weapon used by fighters. They are launched from point-blank range in ripple-fire waves, reminiscent of the ancient Calliope rocket artillery launchers, thus their popular nickname, Callies. Wow, I'm having trouble getting things out. By saturating defensive Guardian systems with multiple targets, at least a few will get through. Did I miss anything in here? Turian biology, I've read that. Read that. Okay, I don't think I read this. The Turian government is a hierarchical meritocracy. While it has great potential for misuse, this is tempered by the civic duty and personal responsibility Turians learn in childhood. Turians have 27 citizenship tiers, beginning with civilians, client races, and children. The initial period of military service is the second tier. Formal citizenship is conferred at the third tier after boot camp. For client races, citizenship is granted after the individual musters out. Higher-ranked citizens are expected to lead and protect subordinates. Lower-ranked citizens are expected to obey and support superiors. Promotion to another tier of citizenship is based on the personal assessments of one's superiors and co-rankers. Throughout their lives, Turians ascend to higher tiers and are occasionally demoted to lower ones. The stigma associated with demotion lies not on the individual, but on those who promoted him when he wasn't ready for additional responsibility. This curbs the tendency to promote individuals into positions beyond their capabilities. Settling into a role and rank is not considered stagnation. Turians value knowing one's own limitations more than being ambitious. At the top are the Primarchs, who each rule a colonization cluster. The Primarchs vote on matters of national import. They otherwise maintain a hands-off policy, trusting the citizens on each level below them to do their jobs competently. Turians enjoy broad freedoms. So long as one completes his duties and does not prevent others from completing theirs, nothing is forbidden. For example, there are no laws against recreational drug use, but if someone is unable to complete his duties due to drug use, his superiors step in. Judicial proceedings are interventions. Peers express their concern and try to convince the offender to change. If rehabilitation fails, Turians have no qualms about sentencing dangerous individuals to life at hard labor for the state. Alright, I'll do this one now. I'll do this and then finish up. Maroon Sea Metano Cluster. And I'll be honest, I'm actually not sure what the naming scheme is for that cluster. I know that's referencing something, but I'm just not sure what. But anyway. Inti is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere composed of ammonia and helium. Its surface is mainly composed of sodium oxide with deposits of magnesium. Its density is rather low, leaving the planet tidelocked to Metano. Inti is an unremarkable world, drawing little more than a cursory scan for surface pirate anchorages when Alliance patrols enter the system. A craggy world of igneous and basaltic mountains, Apo is racked by constant geological activity. While volcanic hotspots are rare, continental plates are constantly piling up new mountains, subducting old ones, or causing slips along transformed faults. Apo has a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Due to the constant earthquakes and landslide activity, surface exploration is not advised. The rubble-covered wrecks of a half dozen expeditionary ships stand in mute testament to the planet's instability. Here we go. A metal-rich asteroid. Platinum. Elapa is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with an unusual ruby color caused by contaminants in the atmosphere. The world has over 120 moons, one of the highest totals of all known systems. Once full development of Chaska colony begins, a helium-3 refining infrastructure will be developed in the Elapa system, concentrated on the large ice moon of Kaniraya. It's rather pretty. Stupe has the composition of an ice dwarf planet, but is unusually large for such a body. It has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The frozen surface is dotted with deposits composed of potassium and light metals brought to the surface by cryovolcanic processes. Stupe's icy surface was often used as a source of potable water by passing merchant vessels. Since the Alliance claimed the inner system world of Chaska, satellites placed in orbit automatically bill any vessel landing on the world for the mass of water removed from the surface. Exogeny has had a difficult time keeping these satellites operational. They often meet with accidents caused by impact with jettisoned ship debris. That's great. Thought there would be another one. This asteroid has an unusually sculpted and artistic appearance, with many long sweeping curves. I will take your word on that. While scanning the asteroid field in the Matano system, you discovered a badly damaged ship. The recon team found no survivors on board, but they did find a Prothean data disk. It's so funny to me that these are just, like, sitting around randomly. It's just one of those things where... Oh yeah, just, here's some random Prothean data disks just sitting there. Anyway, Chaska is a large but low-density world, fundamentally similar to its inner neighbor, Inti. Like Inti, Chaska is tidally locked to Matano. The same side always faces the sun, resulting in a scorching day side and a frozen night side. In the temperate areas around the Terminator, temperatures average around 30 Celsius. Combined with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, this slender band of habitable terrain allows limited colonization by humans. Chaska's ring is unique. It appears to be, for lack of a better term, a massive piece of alien installation art. The rings are made of small pieces of synthetic material and are almost invisible from space. From the ground, they catch and scatter the light of Matano in picturesque ways. It is not known who created the ring or when. That sounds really cool. Chaska is very early development, with little more than a few pioneer teams scattered across the surface. Information is being collated about native hazards and ecology, while a massive colonist recruiting drive is gearing up back on Earth. Yeah, only 150 people. So, yeah. Yep, pretty small. And this is more Cerberus, so... yeah, let's just stick with Ashley and Garrus to finish this up. Alright. Let's start with the anomaly. Oh, hey. There's some nice texture pop in. Yeah, this may be a remastered version, but the original game is still from like 2008 or 2007. I forget. 2007 or 2008. I forget. Either way, yeah, the original game is still old, so even now there's still occasional texture pop in. Especially my laptop is not really a gaming rig, so that doesn't help either. Oh, wow. Oh, you stupid planet. Yeah, I fall down there. I'm not sure I'm ever getting back out. Almost made it. No. Alright, didn't fall too far. No! Well, I hate this goddamn planet. Ugh! Ah! Gotta find a way around. Because they couldn't just fix the damn landscapes when they were... Oh, come on. Seriously, are you serious? BioWare, you are terrible. Ah! Seriously, how do I get anywhere on this planet? It's just so bad. Oh, it's terrible. How did they ever think that this was acceptable? I just don't get why they didn't fix the terrain. Like, when they made the original game, they should have realized that the terrain was just absolutely unnavigable on some planets. It's like they didn't even test, like, did they not even test driving around? None of the playtesters told them, guys, this is the most frustrating thing I've ever done. Like, look at this. Oh, no! No, you stupid, terrible, just absolute garbage level design. I don't know how to get up here. I genuinely don't know. Alright, I'll meet you when I actually get to the top of this damn mountain. Because this is getting frustrating. Oh, I finally made it. Oh, that was just frustrating. I just hate this planet. This is just the worst designed planet. That's saying something. There's a lot of really badly designed planets in this game. They did not spend more than 5 minutes on the level design. Like, they could not have spent more than a few minutes. Like, they could not have spent more than a few minutes testing the terrain. If they did, they would have realized that this is just unacceptable. Anyway, there are several small Prothean artifacts in the crate, including an intact Prothean data disk. It appears to be in excellent condition. Unlike my patience after that mountain climb. New light armor. Any chance I can... Hey, finally an armor that's a little bit better than what I've got. Took forever. Oh, and hey, it's got an extra... Introduction, sure. Anyway, let's get back to the actual mission that I'm supposed to be on. I don't want to go down there. Yeah, one thing is, in general, grass, you can climb grass, no problem. The black rock like this, much tougher to climb. It just doesn't provide any purchase for the Mako's wheels.
On my way.
Alright.
Looks deserted.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Star Wars quote.
God, the entire colony must have been transformed.
And yeah. Oh goody, there's spikes here. Well, hopefully there's still people alive at some of the other colonies. that I'm in here, they'll still be coming, I'm sure. Come on, you... Come on, you creepy jerks. I'm right here. And one more. You coming, dude? No. Oh, that worked.
All targets down.
Sludge canister. And hey, I got guns out of the sludge. Just funny to me. I forget if the door actually opens upstairs. I have a feeling it doesn't. But I'll double check. I was right. It doesn't. Oh. Still worth going up here. I mean, not really. It's not going to be anything the least bit useful to me. It's experience. And I can sell the weapons. See if I can max out my just occurred to me. That's not what I want to check. Oh, pulse fruit. Of course. Doesn't really matter. Alright. There's another civilian. Did I drive right past that on my way here? And how big a pain is it going to be to get? For sure I don't even need the minerals anymore, but... Right. Oh yeah, Colony of the Dead, yeah. You know what? I don't... Well... Still money, still experience.
Cover me.
I mean, mostly still experience. Yeah. Brilliant. 120 experience is 120 experience, right? So I may as well continue to pick up the elements. The way the Mako just bounces around is just so ridiculous. Well, no surprise waiting for me outside. Maybe somebody could have survived? That red is looking like no. Fine, Ashes. Go ahead and block my shots. See if I care. Did it just sort of slide in? Did like the,
We got them all, Shepard.
was it Risky Business? The Michael J. Fox, or no, Tom Cruise. Duh. Yeah, the whole old-time rock and roll. That little slide he does in that movie. Somebody here knows what I'm talking about. They may not think it's a good joke, but somebody here knows what I'm talking about. Just got it.
Ready.
I'm gonna have to do some inventory management once I'm off screen. So, we checked the 2 civilian buildings, which we know that building type never has beds. So I don't know where they slept, but whatever. I suppose those locked rooms, they could have been converted into sleeping quarters. I will always choose overkill over regular kill. Well, doesn't look too good for this place. Don't think anybody's going to be alive in here. Yeah. What are you even shooting at? Oh, barrier's up then. Hey, Garrus. Where are you using a pistol?
Clear.
Sometimes they just randomly switch weapons, and it doesn't always make sense which weapon they go with. I mean, a pistol? Like, in close quarters, I could understand them switching to shotgun. The pistol just feels so random. Well, I guess they hadn't set that room up yet. Maybe BioWare did half-ass this particular planet. A colonial pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear that none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here. Well, there's their experiment done with husks. I'm not really sure what outcome they were expecting. Like, I'm not sure what the point of turning all these colonists into husks was. Just seems like a pretty weird thing for research, but hey, what do I know? I'm not a scientist. Never mind being a good scientist, I'm not... Never mind being an evil scientist, I'm not even a good scientist. And hey, I can see the pyramid from here. Interesting. And there's probably another mineral on here, but I don't care. That strikes me as good for now.
Pharos is ahead.
Yeah, so that strikes us good for now. I figure the Quarian Codex entries I can do while I'm trying to do the Geth ones. Just seems like a fair way of doing it. Oops. Almost done. Just 4 more medallions and 1 more emblem. So almost done here. Almost done the side quests. And then just Vermeer left for main quests. So yeah. Thank you for continuing to watch this. And have a nice night.